So I've gotten a lot of questions about how I made the terrain for the Chapter 2 map, and a lot of people asking if I can make a tutorial. So I thought I'd do that today here and show you guys some of the strategies that I used to make the Chapter 2 map. So first things first, I actually used this plain old like flat shark piece here in the shark terrain gallery, and I resized the width and depth quite a bit. All right. And basically to make this just a larger piece here. So I'm gonna actually try to resize the depth a little bit more so it's a square. Alright, so then I take this flat piece here and using grid snap off and the rotation axis roll, I kind of like angle this down a little bit so you can see what I've done here with the roll axis. Just give it a slight angle downwards like so, and then go in here and try to make it as flush as possible with the flat terrain piece. So you're gonna have to play around with it for a little while to try and get it as flush as possible, because you're definitely not gonna get it on first try. So as you can see, me just kind of messing with this, trying to make it seamless. But anyways, mess around with that for a little bit, try to get it as seamless as possible, and then you're really going to do the same thing for the opposite side. So whatever side you place the slope terrain block on, you're going to want to place another one on the opposite side of it. So I placed one on this side here, so I'm going to do it on this side now. And so I'm going to take the flat piece once again here and rotate it on the roll axis, still using grid snap off, and then just make a gentle slope like I did for the other one here. Alright, and then I'm going to try to make this as flush as possible with the flat grass piece. And I'm actually going to angle this side downward a little bit because it's a little too gentle. So I'm just going to change that real quick. Alright. Yeah, but anyways, mess around with it for a little bit and try to get it so that it matches the slope of the other side as well. But it's not too important to match the slopes exactly. So just keep that in mind. Alright, once you have created a piece that looks like this here, you're ready for the next step to making this terrain piece. So you're going to want to select all three of these pieces here, alright? And then we're going to take this and using the pitch axis, you're going to rotate it very gently like this here. And you're going to want to place this set of pieces on either side of the first piece, so like this. And obviously you're gonna want to try to make it as seamless as possible. That was not very seamless there, but anyways, I'm gonna move on to the next part, which is just placing these three terrain pieces, another set of them on the opposite side of this one here. So rotate it on the pitch axis and then do the same thing that you did for the other side just a second ago, and voila, there you go. This is the secret piece behind all of the Chapter 2 terrain. And you can make this in a whole bunch of different sizes, so obviously it's really, this piece is very versatile. You can cater this to whatever needs you need, that you have. So you can shrink this down as much as you want. You could have like a really tiny piece if you're trying to make like smaller scale terrain. I'm gonna select this and show you guys an example of how to do the landscape with it. So once you've made your piece and you're feeling confident about everything and it being pretty seamless, when you're ready to actually make the terrain just on your island, just kind of start placing it around, and naturally it's just gonna form like a really nice landscape here. And you can rotate it on the pitch axis to make it steeper or flatter, depending on what your landscape wants are and what you want to do for your landscape. So now I just want to show you guys how I made the like dirt river outlines. So this is actually very simple. So you take this piece here, alright, and then you rotate it on the roll axis like this and turn on grid snap off. And just try to connect the flat piece with the slanted piece, very similar to how we made the other piece here for the river outlines. Yeah, like that. That's actually pretty seamless there. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. And anyways, what you do here is then you just select these two pieces, and to make it always seamless, you want to walk on the pieces as you're placing them and rotate them with the yaw on the yaw axis. So as you can see, I'm walking on top of these pieces as I'm placing them and rotating it on the yaw axis to make this really nice, like this nice curve, like river outline here. And you know, you could definitely resize these to fit your needs if you need it longer and whatnot. And you know, if we really wanted to, we could take this and rotate it the other way and start having the river go like this, and whatnot. And then to fill in these gaps here, what I do is take the piece again and simply just place another one in between like that. And that does a pretty effective job of filling in the gaps now. It's not perfect, but it works. And you can also resize the pieces too. Sometimes that or sorry, not resize it on that axis, but resize the depth on them. Both of the strategies that I showed you guys today, just know that they're super versatile and you can use these with any pieces. So it doesn't have to be with just the grass. If you wanted to make this piece over here, but for dirt, like that, you could totally do that. Anyways, if you guys did find this terrain tutorial helpful, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more updates on the Chapter 2 map, and possibly further terrain tutorials if you guys ask for anything else. But yeah.